这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的听力水平在生活中是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
The fastest way to lose everything is to forget who helped you get it. The idea behind this phrase is older than English, older than books, older even than cities. It was born in a time when survival was not promised, and food was never taken for granted. Back then, one meal could decide whether a person lived or died, and trust mattered as much as strength. Long before people wrote it down, they lived it. In ancient villages, no one ate alone by choice. A shared fire meant safety. A shared table meant peace. When someone gave you food, they were giving you time to live. That is why betrayal around food was seen as one of the worst acts a person could commit. There is a story that appears in many cultures, always wearing different clothes but keeping the same bones. A poor farmer was walking home one winter evening when he heard weak movement near the road. Hidden under leaves and snow was an animal barely alive. Some told it as a dog, loyal by nature. Others said it was a wild wolf. In warmer lands, it became a snake, frozen and still. The farmer stood there for a long time. He knew the risk. A wild thing, once healed, might not remember kindness. Still, he bent down. He lifted the animal with his bare hands and felt its cold body against his chest. He brought it home, placed it near the fire, and gave it food that could have fed his own family. That night, nothing happened. The animal slept. The farmer slept. Outside, the wind howled, but inside there was warmth. The next day, the animal opened its eyes. It ate slowly at first, then faster. The farmer watched quietly. He felt something rare and human, the feeling that doing good made the world lighter. Days passed. The animal recovered. Its eyes grew sharp. Its body grew strong. It began to move freely around the house. The farmer noticed small changes. The animal did not wait for food anymore. It took it. When the farmer stepped too close, it showed its teeth. This was the first turning point. The farmer felt it, deep in his stomach. A warning without words. Still, he ignored it. He told himself that fear comes from the past. He believed kindness could erase instinct. The second turning point came without sound. One morning, the farmer reached down with bread. The animal looked at the food, then at the hand holding it. In that brief pause, something ancient woke up. Hunger mixed with power. The bite came fast. Pain shot through the farmer's hand. Blood fell onto the floor. The animal jumped back, no longer weak, no longer afraid. The room felt suddenly empty, even though both were still there. The farmer did not chase the animal. He did not curse it. He wrapped his wounded hand and sat by the fire. What hurt most was not the flesh. It was the understanding. Help does not change nature. It only reveals it. This story spread because it felt true. People saw it happen in real life, again and again. Not with animals, but with people. As societies grew, the meaning followed them. In ancient courts, advisors who rose through favor and then turned against their kings were whispered about with this phrase. In medieval homes, parents warned children who mocked their sacrifices. In workshops and markets, masters used it as a reminder to apprentices who forgot who taught them their trade. Over time, the words became shorter, sharper. Do not bite the hand that feeds you. It was never meant to defend control or silence questions. It was a warning about memory, about respect, about knowing the cost behind what you receive. History is filled with examples. A soldier saved from death who later betrays his commander. A servant raised from poverty who steals from the house that fed him. A friend supported through years of struggle who disappears once success arrives. Each story carries the same quiet tragedy. The moment someone forgets the hand that lifted them, they begin to fall. There is another side to this phrase that people often miss. Feeding is not only about food. It is time spent teaching. Patience offered during failure. Trust given when none was required. A teacher stays late to help a student who cannot keep up. Years later, that student laughs at her accent and calls her useless. A small business owner trains a young worker. Pays him when money is tight, defends him when mistakes are made. When the worker finds a better offer, he spreads rumors on the way out. The bite does not always break skin. Sometimes it breaks reputation. Sometimes it breaks trust. Sometimes it breaks the story people once told about you. The reason this phrase survives is because it touches a fear everyone carries. The fear that kindness will be answered with harm. And yet, without kindness, no one rises at all. At some point in your life, you were fed. Maybe not with bread, but with patience. Someone waited for you to learn. Someone believed in you when you did not. Someone opened a door you could not open alone. And at another point, you will feed someone else. With advice. With effort. With a second chance. This story asks only one thing. When you feel anger, pride, or hunger pushing you forward, stop for a moment. Look at where you are standing. Remember the road behind you. Because one day, when your own hand is the one offering help, you will understand how fragile that moment really is. And how easy it is for a single bite to erase a lifetime of giving.
能以非母语者的身份专注学习到现在，这本身就是很棒的进步。真诚感谢你的观看。 如果你觉得本期内容实用，点赞或留言让我知道你的想法，这对我持续创作非常重要。我们下期见。